Hi and welcome to another episode of Cheeky Dish. My name is Martin and today I'm going to do a hot poke bowl. Hopefully it'll be fun and it turns out great for my family. But as always, I'm doing it for them and I'm doing it for you. So let's have some fun. But first of all, let's have a beer. Let's go. So as we started, we're going to do the rice first. So I'm going to use basmati rice, which is a great rice to use in this dish. It's fluffy, it gives depth into the bowl itself, but I preferably love this rice. So let's get it on and hope I don't mess it up. Let's go. Right, so let's get the basmati rice on the go. So you just need a pot, nice big pot, so you can get that water gets through every bit of the grain of the rice. So let's open it up. Oh, it's spread everywhere, nice and messy. Just put it in. I've got a big family, so I'm going to make sure I've got enough rice. Put that to one side. And let's do this as well. So you want to coat the rice so just above the rice edge. So there's one. And there's two. So that just coats a nice little layer of water over on the top. So let's get that on. So now we have done the rice and we cooked that. We're going to get the salmon on the go and prep it. I'm using this normal salmon, shop bought salmon, nothing special, no pressure made, but this should be lovely and it should be nice when we cook it. So let's get this on, let's prep it and start cooking it. Let's go. So let's start prepping our salmon, as it's the main part of the dish. And as you see, here's a lovely bit of salmon, but we want to take the skins off. Carefully, so we don't ruin the salmon. You see that? Nice and gentle. Just take your time. There we go. Nice bit of salmon. And all we're going to do with this is simple. Chop it up. You don't need, it's because it's a poke bowl, you don't want it to be too big. Otherwise, it won't be nice. And there you have it. And then let's do that with the others, and then we go on to the marinade. So we have our salmon. So we're going to put a little bit of soy, a little bit of teriyaki. Shop bought, nothing special. Lovely. We don't want to do too much, so we don't want to overpower it. And a little bit of salt, not too much again. And then a bit of garlic, 1 clove of garlic. Garlic is strong, so we don't want it too overpowered, especially for a salmon. So let's get that in. There we go. And now we want to mix that up. It's lovely. Smells amazing, guys. Smells amazing. And we set that now to one side to be cooked. So now we're going to cook our salmon. So it doesn't need much of a cook. Okay, so salmon is very easy to overcook and it ruins the meal. So a tiny bit of olive oil in the pan. And all you're going to do is put your salmon straight in. See, that's been marinated, so it doesn't need too much. Spread it around a bit. And as you see, now this will go in the oven at 140 degrees for around about 7 to 10 minutes. And then once it comes out, it should look and taste amazing. So let's get it in the oven. So now we're going to do the leek. The leek is very good for this dish. It brings that oniony flavour, but also not too strong that a full onion will bring. And it looks nice. So let's start prepping this. And now we're going to add another thing to the dish, and this is avocado. Superfood, as they say, but this brings a nice bit to the dish. So let's start prepping. So while our rice is cooking, our salmon is cooking, we're going to do some complementary veg to the dish. So first of all, we're bringing in the gherkin. The gherkins are very nice, add a bit of citrus to it. So we just cut a nice little flavour. You call it gherkin, call it cucumber, whatever it is. You want thin slices, very thin slices, nice and fresh. Go along with the cucumber, we're going to do a nice bit of carrot. Grated carrot, which is nice. So let's just grate it. And there you have a nice bit of grated carrot. Put that to the side, and let's move on. Coming back to our rice, and as you see now, the rice is cooked and it's nice and fluffy. Sorry about the steam, guys. Nice and fluffy, which is great for the dish. It's the main source of the dish, the rice. So I hope yours turned out just like mine. As I said in the introduction, we're going to use boiled egg in this dish. So we want a soft boiled egg. So normally you want to cook for 6 to 7 minutes and then get them straight into either ice or very cold water to stop the cooking process. So let's get these eggs on. Remember the timings. So all that's prepped, now it's down to plating it up and making it look nice. So let's get it plated up. Let's make it all look nice for my family to chow down at. So let's go, let's do it. I hope you enjoy this as much as me and my family do. So I'd say cheers. And please like and subscribe to Cheeky Dishes. See you next time.